Interpreting complex female behavior leaves most guys utterly perplexed. Why does she act excited one minute, then distant the next? Should you initiate touch or give her space? Does she prefer to take it slow or escalate passionately into intimacy? Cracking her secret code seems downright impossible when words and actions wildly contradict each other. Or so it seems on surface levels. Hello everyone, welcome back to The Woman Signals. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe this channel to get more valuable dating video every day. In reality, feminine communication frequently reveals itself through subtle body language and behavioral cues rather than direct statements. In fact, the more comfortable a woman feels in your presence, the less verbal she becomes about conveying fondness or attraction, expecting you to pick up on nonverbal messages instead. Frustrating? Absolutely. Like attempting to read smoke signals midst hazy skies. But learning to trace delicate patterns threaded through her gestures provides the missing map guiding you smoothly through relational rapids usually so precarious to navigate. Keep watching to uncover the distinct signals alerting a woman feels wholly at ease and intrigued by you. She makes sustained eye contact. Women crave emotional connection above all else. But allowing someone to peer directly into your naked soul? This vulnerability requires absolute trust and comfort to expose oneself so transparently. Shoulders rotate open to face you directly as she speaks. She nods along interacting, signaling sincere presence. But the most telling sign remains unbroken eye contact while discussing topics both lighthearted and serious. Some cultural myths suggest females mate select for strong, silent masculine types. Social conditioning actually grooms most men to dominate conversations, interrupting any openings indicating emotional disclosure or vulnerability lurking ahead. Meanwhile, women match energies to counterparts. At ease with someone emotionally available and actively listening, she won't hesitate bearing her truths for non-judgmental ears. So ditch the strong, silent trope aiming to impress. Instead, foster reciprocal vulnerability through radically engaged presence. Doing so earns the green light for sustained, soulful eye contact that would make most casual flings squirm. But for her sparking genuine connection, she won't glance away until at last you bridge the final gap between yearning hearts. She initiates physical touch. Few behaviors telegraph safety, inviting exploratory sensuality more directly than her initiating physical contact subtly or otherwise. Especially for feminine creatures often guarded around bodily boundaries and less sufficiently intrigued. A light graze of fingers when you pass her a drink. Playfully bumping shoulders as you walk side by side. Smoothing non-existent wrinkles from your shirt absent-mindedly mid-conversation. Coy tactics signal she craves escalating touch but remains unsure whether desires are mutual. So focus on reading reactions first before reciprocating escalation. If she tenses at initial brushes, respectfully retreat. But reciprocated caresses followed by lingering glances? Green light to continue stoking the rising heat through bolder contact. Perhaps interlacing fingers loosely or sweeping stray hairs from her blushing cheeks. When embracing, allow hands to wander slowly across graceful curves, now beckoning exploration by tantalized palms. By mirroring and advancing the precise pressure and placement of her original touch, you guarantee mutual arousal crescendos passionately. She remembers important details about you. In chaotic modern dating, most prospects barely recall basics like your career or hometown after several encounters, much less express genuine curiosity discovering formative influences and experiences shaping worldviews. But a woman infatuated not only memorizes granular details, she continues digging deeper through thoughtful follow-up questions demonstrating authentic interest. Whether an emotionally absent parent, beloved childhood pet now passed on, or favorite teacher inspiring professional aspirations, she'll recall the stories and anecdotes you share across time, checking on developments since last you spoke. She may surprise you by gifting sentimental items referencing conversations long forgotten yet clearly impactful based on how fondly you described the memory associated. These mental notes illuminate fiery focus on truly knowing and understanding you, not just casual company to pass time conveniently. Remembering the moments and people that shaped someone into present form requires next-level investment signaling. She ponders your essence between each rendezvous. When you likewise surprise her by asking for updates on the projects, friend dynamics, and family issues she previously confided around, prepare for eyelash batting and dazzling smiles. Mutual fascination fueling fiery, lasting passion. She discussions future plans involving you. Females innately analyze intentions to determine relationship security before surrendering their guarded hearts. A man genuinely caring for her well-being beyond sexual attraction or convenient shared company? This profound trust empowers her to envision, then enthusiastically verbalize, a long-term future bonded together. Initially, she evaluates your consistent follow-through on promises made, reliability keeping plans, and commitment prioritizing her needs equal to your own. Once satisfied by demonstrated dependability, expect shocked delight when she begins tentatively inserting you into major life decisions down the road. Casually asking your thoughts on visiting dream destinations that would facilitate her introducing you to distant friends. Fantasizing which neighborhood aesthetics best fit your shared personality quirks should you relocate to the same city. Playfully debating baby names flowing nicely with both your surnames. Embrace this mental merger of identities without resistance. Reassure her that you two ponder a beautiful forever on the horizon, easing residual insecurities around past relationship wounds or trust issues. Then reciprocate, visualizing a joint tomorrow, vividly illustrating next steps executing that vision. Describing home quilt patterns she would select, menu of her favorite foods you'll master preparing through cooking classes, offline journal passed back and forth capturing couple chronicles. These mental test drives of future cooperation seal the deal, incentivizing her to invest fully into manifesting destiny as partners. She breaks rapport for reassurance. Even women clearly captivated unconsciously succumb to surface-level anxieties around deservingness and self-worth should partners meet certain gold standards of attractiveness, social status, or income levels, irrespective of personal character. During the initial courting stages, she suppresses these nagging negative thought loops while focusing wholly on your stellar qualities. But as intimacy naturally progresses, she intermittently tests your unwavering acceptance to guard her heart against the bruising pain of abandonment. These evaluations aim to determine if you will remain constant, providing support, understanding, and reassurance even when she reveals the most unlovable, guarded pieces of self. So when she picks nonsensical arguments, changes plans last minute seemingly without cause, or turns cold while visibly struggling inside, prepare to reiterate your dedication, soothing her nerves, not attacking back. Offer empathy first. Rebuild rapport second through affectionate gestures. Hand-holding, hair sweeping, arm squeezing. Finally, reassure her sincerely that challenges endured together only amplify bonds rather than creating conditions making you inclined to flee. Reward dramatic displays of irrationality or weakness with unconditional positive regard. Shelter her from the emotional storm until sunny skies prevail once more. Then bask together in reaffirmed trust and depth of intimacy expanding infinitely. She challenges you playfully. Romantic femininity thrives when positively provoked by masculine polarity and protective authority. But the catch? Those timeless energies only enchant her when skillfully conveyed through charm and spoiling rather than domineering intimidation, which actively repels, despite commonly held myths. So pay attention when she playfully challenges your boundaries around commitment, generosity, reliability. If she greets tardiness with teasing rather than anger, consider yourself granted leniency. For now, Should she forget her wallet just before the dinner check arrives, watch her melt when you smoothly cover costs without hesitation. Pull her chair out smiling, hand on her lower back affectionately. Open the car door, offer your coat or umbrella should weather warrant. Counter her tests by asserting strength of leadership and provision. But rather than issuing authoritarian commands, try lighter suggestive phrasing, letting her still feel autonomous. Are you free this Friday night? I'd love to take my favorite girl out somewhere special. This masculine finesse shapes circumstances through protective initiative, but without domineering demands, killing feminine mystique and playful energetic dance. By passing her tests around constancy and reliability, she recognizes a powerful partner poised to lead dance between masculine stability and feminine unpredictability. One worthy of submitting to fully, body and soul. She trusts you with her inner circle. Women compartmentalize social connections, strategically securing public reputation among acquaintances while revealing truth depths only to select intimates holding sacred inner circle privileges. But when evaluating romantic prospects, no bigger sign reveals she envisions you as destined life partner rather than casual fling than formally introducing you into trusted friend networks. Arranging casual hangouts places you squarely under the microscope for approval. They'll poke around discernible intentions, values alignment, and emotional intelligence, interpreting subtle cues she herself may overlook, blinded by rosy beginnings. A single disapproving glare from the counsel holding keys to her heart could dismantle brewing bonds instantly. Yet bring you before the jury radiating confidence and care for their BFF. Consider unanimous ballot casting towards commitment on the horizon. Pass this critical audition through, demonstrate humor, social graces, and active listening, winning over even the toughest critics. Now the assembled ladies beam as your girlfriend gushes. And the unspoken conversation nods collectively. He's a keeper for sure. She claims you as hers publicly. Even bold boss babes comfortable making decisive moves independently shy away from defining relationships prematurely unless thoroughly convinced of reciprocal commitment. But when assured in your shared intentions blossoming long-term, she proudly broadcasts couple status by introducing you with distinct labels underscoring the roles you fulfill, serving her needs. Meet my boyfriend. This is my partner. Have you all met my significant other? Not friend. Not date, but purposeful terminology cementing her mindset shift into ours, from mine alone. Likewise, her social media suddenly features captured candids of you alongside loving captions like, my person, or my better half. Picture snaps that were once solo travels and girls' night now prominently feature you front and center enjoying life adventures hand in hand. Even terms of endearment telegraph possession. Love you, babe. Miss your handsome face, hun. Through these subtle verbal and virtual expressions, she subconsciously, or otherwise, secures your heart wholly hers. Be sure to reciprocate mutually. Refer to her among company as my girlfriend or my baby. Praise her beauty and brilliance publicly on shared posts. Celebrate anniversaries, cementing commitment to weathering life's storms together. Give that independent queen no doubts that honoring her with a girlfriend title remains your greatest privilege, not an opportunity taken lightly but treated as sacred duty. Subconscious signals deserve conscious response. While feminine communication frequents the realms of nonverbal subtlety, discerning gentlemen reciprocate accordingly through conscious support. Take note when her speech, priorities, and social sphere shift, representing you taking center stage. Observe carefully physical contact and playful banter inviting sensual escalation. Pay attention to silences as much as passionate expression. Then double down, nurturing emotional intimacy behind closed doors while proudly cementing bonds publicly. No need to demand definitions or vocal validation like those insecure in commitment. Just allow actions underscored by consistent reliability, undivided presence, and protective authority speak volumes. Fulfill her desire for interdependence by remembering that masculine independence alone starves feminine spirits. Forge interwoven strength through trust in oneself and in each other. This foundation facilitates energy flow fluidly from her subtle signals to your steadfast response. And back again in the vulnerable, reciprocal dance. Thriving partnerships beautifully perform lifetimes over as insight into separate needs meld into intimate, unspoken understanding. So watch closely for these telling behaviors revealing she now counts you among the rare few granted access behind guarded walls into her tender world. Then continue stoking the flames of passion through dedicating full focus to nurturing her body, mind, and soul. Give your feminine queen no doubts that surrendering to your capable lead remains the wisest decision her selective heart has made. And without question, prepare to be amazed observing how brightly a woman's radiance glows when she at last feels comfortable to bear her untamed spirit only before true soulmates. The world outside falls away, and two become one. If you enjoyed this video, show some love by hitting that like button. We really appreciate all your thoughtful feedback, so keep the comments coming. Share this with friends who you think need to hear this advice too. And if you want to show extra support, use the Super Thanks button to buy us a coffee and fuel more videos. We truly appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and until next time, friends.